Boxing Truth here, back with another video. Make sure to smash that like button, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter. Make sure to follow me there. Alright, let's talk about it. Terence Crawford's next opponent. I know a lot of people are disappointed, but with everything that's going on with PBC, looks like a sinking ship right now. Definitely doesn't look good on the outside. Reports of perhaps they're going to go down. Espinosa's done. PBC fighters, well, at least one of them fleeing, who was not really high on the ladder anyways. I don't think Heyman is losing any sleep for losing Adrian Broner. Crawford got tired of waiting. He's hearing the same rumors as we do. Not very confident of a deal getting made. The deal breakers was when PBC pushed the fight to next year. That was the ultimate deal breaker. Crawford wanted to fight this year, and that's a major reason why the fight with Spence is not happening. And also other factors, lack of funding, lack of money, maybe enough money on the pot. It's just a lot of things went wrong in terms of that negotiation. But this is the fight we're going to get, and you know what? It's not a bad fight. I know a lot of people don't know who Avanesyan is, but he's one of the top contenders in the welterweight division. A guy who is worthy of a title shot. Can he beat Terence Crawford? The odds are most likely he won't. The odds won't be in his favor. But Avanesyan, in my opinion, is a more dangerous, far more hungrier opponent for Crawford than even Keith Thurman. He might be more dangerous than a potential opponent for Spence and Stanionis. Avanesyan Stanionis will be like a 50-50 fight. After what I saw Stanionis did against Patuev, I would slightly favor Avanesyan. Stanionis is coming off a gift decision. Avanesyan has been polarizing his opponents. He's been devastating his opponents in devastating fashion. 6 straight knockout wins. Fights where he was supposed to lose on the road. So, he's one of those fighters where the knockout did not affect his confidence. Yes, he was stopped against Mean Machine back in 2018. But look what he's done since that. He had to go right in his next fight. He had to go to the Lions Den against Lada Haga in his backyard. Stopped him in front of his hometown fans. Then he did it again in the rematch. Did it in 1 round. Then he went over to London in Josh Kelly's backyard. Destroyed Eddie Hearn's hype job. Had Eddie Hearn in tears. Right in front of his fans in the UK. A fight where he was the underdog coming into the fight. The guy's experience. He's been in there with top competition. He's been battle tested. He has been down. He has gotten up. And a lot of people put a lot of stock into this knockout loss against Mean Machine. Mean Machine was riding high at this time. Avanesyan was not. But who would you pick if there was a rematch today? Would you really be confident in picking Mean Machine? Mean Machine has done jack shit since he's gotten stopped. He's been on the decline. Same age as Avanesyan. But he's looked mediocre in his fights ever since the Ray Robinson fight. Then Crawford whooped him. Hasn't really looked good since. Went 10 rounds with Mikhail Fox, a guy with no power, 6 feet tall for a freaking featherweight. Destroyed against Ortiz. So one guy has not really gotten better after getting stopped. And another guy has completely rehabilitated himself and is coming into this fight with a lot of momentum, a lot more activity than Terence Crawford over the past few years. So if there was a rematch today, I would favor Avanesyan over a Mean Machine right now, considering what's happened in the past, the momentum. Avanesyan's riding high now. He's confident and he's hungry. To me, as a solid opponent, Crawford will be favored, of course, but he still had to fight the fights and I expect a very good one between Crawford and Avanesyan. He's a worthy opponent, worthy contender, and Crawford will have a nice test for his first fight back in over a year. Now, BLK Prime is the people behind this fight. I wish them luck. I'm not really impressed with the Adrian Broner signing. I wouldn't guarantee him 7 figures. I mean, he's done. The dude can't even beat a top 15 guy right now. Probably can't even beat gatekeepers. So what's the point of paying Broner all that money when he can't beat nobody? Doesn't make sense to me. 8 figures for Crawford, if that's really true, I don't know. I think it's beyond insane to guarantee that type of money for this type of fight. I just hope BLK finds a network or something where it makes it more enticing for the fan to even consider paying for their fights. I'm not going to watch Adrian Broner showcases on pay-per-view. I'm not going to pay pay-per-view for Terence Crawford versus David Avanesyan. As much as I love boxing, I am not going to pay for fights that don't belong on pay-per-view. That's just what it is. You want a pay-per-view fight? You want me to pay? You got to make sure it's the elite of the elite. Lomachenko, Devin Haney, I'll pay pay-per-view for that. Crawford Spence, I'll pay pay-per-view money for that. AJ Fury, I'll pay pay-per-view money for that. AJ Wilder, I'll pay pay-per-view money for that. Ryan Tank, pay-per-view money, no doubt. But yet, none of these fights have been made. So, it's really a bad time in boxing right now. I really hope PBC doesn't sink. But at the same time, are they ever going to make any fights? Are they ever going to go outside their realm? Is Heyman ever going to grow a pair of balls? Will he actually work with people? Just seems like we already know the answers to those questions. But, a lot of new entities have gone into the game. And a lot of these new entities really have no idea what the fuck they're doing. They don't understand the business. I mean, do you guys want to make money? Or do you just want to just poach fighters, overpay them, and then wait till the money runs dry? That's what Rock Nation did. That's what Triller did. For a time, that's what PBC did when they were trying to monopolize the game. The money ran dry. The Zone was doing it. Then the money is not as good as it once was. Money is not the answer. Overpaying fighters is not the answer if you really want to run a business. So, I hope going forward, not all of BLK Prime's events will be pay-per-view because good luck to them, man. Good luck to them. Hopefully they have some answers. Find a way, be a little different from other competitors out there or new entries that have entered the game. Because if they're not different, they're just going to end up like Triller or Rock Nation, spending a whole lot of money and not much to show for it. But Crawford Avanesyan is a good fight, but not a pay-per-view fight. Avanesyan will definitely give it a go. It's a fight where this is his last chance. This will be his last title opportunity. He's 34 years old. There's not going to be any more opportunities. So I expect a violent fight between these guys. A knockout. Crawford has to be at his A game, though. He's going to be dealing with a hungry guy who is confident and believes he can win. So I expect a good fight. Too bad it's on pay-per-view, but, we know our ways around that. But yeah, I mean, Avanesyan is way more dangerous than Keith Thurman at this stage. Thurman is done, man. Going 12 rounds with Mario Barrios, embarrassing. Getting hurt by Mario Barrios, even more embarrassing. That would be Spence more considered the preferred opponent for Spence. Going like if when this Crawford deal didn't happen, PBC will want Thurman because he's the biggest name. But he's not the most dangerous fight for Spence on that side. It would actually be Stanionis. But it looks like Stanionis is gonna get that call because of the WBA mandatory, leaving Thurman in limbo, and he probably is gonna take another year off anyways. The dude is totally done with boxing. I don't even know why he fights anymore. The hunger is not there, the fire is gone, and he can't even knock out 140 pounders now. But this is what you're gonna get. Crawford versus Avanesyan, Spence versus Stanionis for the next respective fights. Will their fight ever happen? My hunch is I don't think it will. I mean, it should have happened this year. What's the difference between now and then? Now Crawford's with a new entity. Someone's backing him now. That ship has sailed, man. It's over. The welterweight division era is over too. The Spence Crawford era is over. I expect both of these guys to have their one last fight at this weight and then move up. And the new generation won't have a chance to get those scalps. But that's what you're going to get. That's boxing. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.